Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to a new video from the Exiled Lands. So, as I mentioned in the description, during the first episode I managed to get some iron tools like pick, hatchet, but I also got some weapons. Still, this is just the beginning in a slow and long journey, because I will also need some armor, especially in this area on the map where I am right now, since it's mostly a stronger NPC faction that has camps around here. I will need some protection. So let's check the journey steps. I think there is something over here, and there is, yeah, the armorer journey. So the first step is to craft a skinning knife. Now I do have a skinning knife, but this one is stone. Might as well upgrade it. Let's see if I actually unlocked it. If you don't have it unlocked yet, you can go over here at the survivalist part and unlock it. Now let's see if I actually have enough, and I have plenty of resources to get it. Oh, it looks like I will have to leave my construction hammer here for a bit. All the other things. Okay, so now I have my new skinning knife. It's quite easy to use it, but before that I need something to eat. To have a quick drink. Okay, so basically now the next step is to skin an animal, which is quite easy. You just need to kill it. You can go for one of these gazelles over here. Now with the iron weapons, usually they just go in one hit. Or you can go for crocodile, there's one over here. This one will give you a different type of skin. And the same principles apply to the skinning knife, just like it is for the iron pick or for the hatchet. You will get more resources than you are getting with the stone ones. Oh, now I need to access or place an armorer's bench. Now I will actually need my construction hammer back. So let's see, if you want an armorer's bench, you need 200 stones, 100 wood and 25 pieces of twine. Fortunately, I've already got the twine in the tanner's table. I've got some wood and some stone over here. I still need a little bit more. Let's see if I already had any stored. Nope. Well, I do have the tools at hand, so so that should be enough stone. Let's chop off some trees. Check if I have everything, and I do. Now, as I mentioned in the first episode, you don't really need to build a base, especially if you're playing in single player. You just need to have it somewhere on the ground. And if it's close to a tanner stable, that's even better. Because you can actually get some twine easier transferred to it. Okay, so now I have the armorer's bench. The next step is to craft light padding. You can find the paddings at the top, so I will need some hide and twine. I already have some twine, so I'll just put this in. I've already got some hide from earlier, and I can use it now. Let's see if I have anything else that can be used. Nope. Okay, so now I can actually craft 5 of these, because there are 5 pieces of armor. Let's see what else I don't need from here. Okay, so now that I have the paddings, it's time to craft some light armor and then wear it. So in order to craft light armor, you need to check the list over here and see exactly which one it is. That's light. This one is medium. This one is light. You can go, if you have some DLCs, you can go with different variants. If you don't have any DLC, you can just go with these, with the normal ones. So, as you can see, I will need plenty more hides. If you want, you can actually turn the reptile hide into normal hides. That's what you can do with the help of the tanner stable. Let me quickly get rid of a couple of things. Okay, so I will definitely need more hides. If you want, you can do the hunting as I am right now with the melee weapon. If not, you can take your bow and do some sort of old-fashioned hunting. By the way, this is good because you're also getting some experience when you're killing the beasts or whatever you are killing. You can even do this with NPCs, people. They will also drop hide. So if you're not necessarily in this area where there's plenty animals to kill, you can just go after an NPC camp and you can get the needed hide. I'll try to get plenty so I can actually craft all those pieces. So fortunately there's nothing necessarily dangerous in this area when it comes to creatures. So I can quickly go around, kill some crocodiles and some gazelles. And then I will be able to craft the light armor. Okay, so I'll just get this guy and then I'm done. So unlike the others, this one is a bit dangerous. He will attack. And since I'm not actually wearing any proper armor, he was able to do some damage. So at the same time I also managed to get myself some meat. I can cook it, so I can satiate my hunger later. I forgot about this. Okay, so now I have plenty of these, which means I can craft my armor. So during the first episode I've actually unlocked these, the brawler hand wraps. As you can see, they don't actually add much value, they're more of an aesthetic item. So if you want, you can go with this one, the light armor. It will also give you some bonuses. Or if you have any DLCs, you can go with various sets, like I have over here. This one is quite decent. As far as I remember, it will give you some decent bonuses. But in this case, I will go with these. I'll go with one of these, one of these, one of this, and this. So it will take a little time for them to be crafted. You can see I already ticked the next step in the journey. There we go. That's the full armor. Now I just need to equip it. Okay, so if you look, each piece will have a small description, what type of armor it is. Like in this case, for the entire set, it's light armor. The armor value each piece has, and then you have a bonus. In this case, you're getting more carrying capacity, which is quite useful, to be fair, in the beginning of the game. It will save you from investing attributes in the expertise segment. Now, speaking of, I would like to increase my strength a little bit more. Usually I go with 15 points in strength, and then I will go for the rest. Oh, let's see. With the journey done, you can claim the reward. Now, sadly, it's only some armor repair kits. They can be used to repair armor. But as far as I remember, they will take some durability out of it, which is not necessarily such a good thing. Okay, so next, let's see. We've got an expert armorer. So you need a journeyman butcher, so you can have the iron skinning knife. Then you need to craft some medium padding. Let's see what exactly we need for that. So when it comes to medium padding, you will need leather. Let's see, I think there is also, yeah, we also have this one, Tanner Journey. So basically the tanner journey allows you to turn the hides, or in this case you've got the reptile hides, into leather. And in order to do that, you can follow those steps. Again, go for an animal nearby. Use your skinning knife. Now you actually need to use your beak on some trees, get some bark. This is the way you can obtain bark. If you're using the hatchet, you will only get wood and branches. When you're using the pickaxe, the pick, you will get bark, and from time to time you will get some resin, which I advise you to keep because you will need it later for a couple of things. Now you will need to access or place a tannery. In order to do so, if you have it unlocked, you will need some bark, wood and stone. My advice, get around 100 bark, because this is also going to be the fuel for the tannery. Okay, so I'm gonna get some stone as well. As I mentioned in the first episode, try to find rocks like these that are piled together, as once you swing your pickaxe, you will be able to get resources from all deposits at the same time. As you can see, if it's only one, you will get less resources in one swing. It's plenty of light, so I don't need the torch anymore. Oh, now I have the required stone. I've also got around 100 bark, which should suffice to both build the tannery and to start using it. Now I just need some wood in order to craft the tannery. And I think that should suffice. Yep, it does. So I'll just quickly go to my camp. Now I can build a tannery. Again, you can place it next to your workbench. As I said, you will need, let's see, I think there are some steps. Yeah, you've got the bark, now you need to place it and then acquire some leather. So this is going to be fuel, the bark. As you can see on the right side, it actually shows you. You need bark and hides. I will use as many as I can. Once you start it, you will see it's going to start turning them into leather, and you will also get some tar out of each processed leather. As you can see, it takes 3 pieces of normal hide to get 1 leather. On the other hand, if you're hunting reptiles like crocodiles, you will be able to get one leather for each hide. So now you can take that hide and you will need to use it over here. But as you can see, I still need some more. Takes 11 pieces in order to craft the padding. Now I need to craft a tanner's table. In order to do so, you need to access your building hammer and have 100 wood. Now I've already placed one, so I just need to access it. Okay, so that's the journey for the tanner table. Now as a reward you will get an improved tanner's table. As far as I remember, it will actually do things faster for you, so that's not bad. On the other hand, it will have a higher resource cost. Yeah, as you can see, it requires shaped wood, which is processed wood, and it also requires iron bars, unlike the first one, which was quite easy to build. So for the moment I'm just gonna carry on with this one. Let me just get rid of a couple of things. Okay, so there we go. Now going back to the armor bits. Expert armorer will require for you to craft a medium padding. Now I do have plenty of leather, so now I just need twine and leather. I can actually craft 3 of them. Meanwhile, I will get rid of some meat. Might as well cook it. Okay, so now I have my medium padding. The next step is to craft a piece of medium armor. So again, you just need to go down and see. So in order to craft medium armor, which as you can see has a higher armor value, you will need extra some leather and iron bars. See, I should have a couple of these left. I need to do another run for them. And I need to kill a few more animals in order to get more leather. Once again, if you do have some DLCs installed, there are some that will bring very good advantages. This is my one of my favorites, the Bear Shaman set. This will actually give you more melee damage, but I will just go with the one that the game gives you, the medium normal one. So I'll just go with the cassette, harness, and then I'll just need to wait till I get more leather. No, I actually don't think I have enough to make the entire set, because I also need some more in order to craft the paddings. Okay, so next step of the journey is to wear the pieces. You can actually equip them since you've already crafted them. Yeah, so now as you can see, you've got the medium armor. Since it's the game set, it will also give you some carrying capacity bonus. but the difference in armor, as you can see, compared to the other pieces, is quite big. So again, I need to do a little bit of hunting. Hello, my friend. Bye bye, my friend. Now, there are some crocodiles in the area, and it's easier to get leather from them because, as I said earlier, one crocodile hide will give you one leather. On the other hand, one hide will give you, one tree hide will give you one leather. Meanwhile, you can actually get yourself some experience. After all, by leveling up, you can unlock more knowledge. You'll gain knowledge points, and there are some requirements in level as well. Okay, I was hoping to make him miss me. Apparently he didn't have the same idea. Thank you for your donations, my friend. Now, when it comes to fighting things, make sure that you have plenty of stamina. Otherwise, you will end up hurt. Still, if you want to quickly do it, it's okay if you just have some aloe extract with you, whether it is the weak one or later on you're gonna see how to make stronger ones. Okay, so you can see there's also some baby crocodiles over here, which you can actually raise. Oh, since I'm over here in this area, I do need some extra iron. And there's an iron deposit over here, well, a couple of them. Sadly, as I mentioned before, it's not a guaranteed drop, so sometimes it can be only iron stone, sometimes it can be iron stone and stones, sometimes it can only give you the stones. Yeah, so fortunately now that I have the bonus in carrying capacity, I can actually carry plenty of things without having to go to my base that fast. Might as well take some fuel from here. Okay, so at the moment I am focused mostly on getting that set of armor, set of medium armor. As you can see, part of the journey on the right side at the top is to harvest some thick hide from an animal. In order to do that, you'll have to fight rhinos, bears, or some other type of animals, elephants. So first I want to make sure that I have a decent gear to begin with. That's another reason why I choose this location for my base most of the time, because you can actually come over here and fight some rhinos, or you can even get over here because they are separated better and you can fight them quickly. Sadly, in the beginning, without proper weapons and armor, it's not so easy to take them on. Okay, so I'll just split this. As I mentioned in my previous video, I prefer to use 2 of them. If I have a decent amount, then I will get my resources faster this way. Okay, so that's plenty of it. I still have some fuel. Let's see. One more of these. Let's see what else I need for the set. Okay, so I can actually get these. So I'll need the headgear and the boots. Okay, so I can actually craft them, which is perfect. Now, if you want, you can just throw the light equipment away. My advice is don't do it, because pretty soon you can get yourself some trolls, or you might just need it in case of emergency, or you can use it simply for farming, because you will still get the 15 bonus in carrying capacity, but your armor will weigh a lot less. So you can actually get higher quantities when you're going far away from your base. So again, medium, as you can see, now I have a decent armor. I'll just quickly leave these here. Now the reason why I'm keeping the horns over here is for later on, when you're able to get yourself some heavy armor. The horns will be required to build the headpieces. So basically I'm just saving for later. Let me quickly divide this. Okay, so at this point my iron pick is not doing very well. Which means I need to fix it. You can always craft yourself more from the beginning if you're going far away. Okay, so this one goes into being cooked. This one I can throw, this one I can throw. These I will keep for later. Also, I can actually use this now. I don't really need that. I will leave the construction hammer over here. Okay, so as I said, the next step is to actually get some thick hide. Make sure to have your skinning knife. I will also take my pickaxe back. Never know when you need it. Okay, and I'll try to find my way over here where there's some rhinos. Hopefully it won't be too dangerous. Oh, after all, if there's any creature running after you, there's wild animal, you can just run past them. Usually over here on the map where I am right now, there's some hyenas. loads of them on that side, and should be one of them over here. Now, this gives me a chance to get some HP, some experience, sorry. If you want, you can skin it. You can use the pelts later and turn them into leather. Now, there should be some more on this side. I think I already went past them. And there's one around here. Fortunately, they don't always see you, so you don't need to stress that much about it. Now, when you get to this point, you need to be careful. This is basically the savannah area. Over here, all that yellow stuff. So around here there's also going to be some tigers, there's also some elephants. On top of that rock, just here on top of this rock, that looks like from Lion King, you will see there's also a lion. That one is quite tough to deal with in the beginning, so I will try to avoid him. Okay, so let's get this guy to follow me. Now, it's quite simple to deal with them. You just need to let them charge in, and then swoop in with some attacks. Now, as I said, since I am not very well equipped, I might not take that much damage due to the medium armor. I am also not dealing damage. Fortunately, the bleeding effect is quite nice. Okay, so now we've got Mr. Tiger. Unfortunately, this guy goes around and he can actually deal quite some damage. And sadly for him, and fortunately for me, the bleeding killed him. Oh, we can also get some feline pelts. But the main reason why I came here is the rhino hides and the tick hides. Now these can both be used as tick hides and turned into thick leather. Let's see if I can actually get a second one. Unfortunately, I'm barely damaging them, so I'm just... whoa! Okay, so I'm not actually ready to deal with two of them. Or at least not quickly. That's one down. And I have no idea why the other one went away. Still. I got myself some extra hides. Okay, it looks safe-ish. This one was already killed by the tiger. I won't get experience, but I can still get the hides. Hello. Yeah, so fortunately with the bleeding effect, you can actually let it die quickly. At this point, I will definitely get my behind kicked by the elephants. And also what you want to avoid is that big guy in the background, the black rhino. That one might actually deal more damage than you can take with this armor. So, as I said, since this gameplay is dedicated to new players, you might want to stick to actually going back to your base, because now there's plenty of thick hides. Get yourself a heavy armor, and then you might go after stronger opponents. Gold, invest a little bit more in strength. Now I need to be careful. There should be, yeah, there we go. Hello, Mr. Hyena. Bye bye, Mr. Hyena. Might as well take the pelts from it. I also got some exotic flesh from fighting the rhinos, which is nice. You can cook it and it will satisfy your hunger better than other flesh. As I was mentioning in the previous episode, you can just make yourself some gruel, and that's pretty much what you need when it comes to food in the beginning. Okay, so fortunately, due to my medium armor, this guy, even though he hit me, he didn't deal that much damage. Now I will need some extra bark. It was running low when I left, and I still had some hides in there. Now, if you want, you can also apply the same principle for your tanneries as I did for the furnaces. You can have two of them at the same time, which will allow you to process twice as fast. Okay, so now the next step in Expert Armorer is to tan the thick hide into thick leather. As I said, you can go with, I'll take these out because I don't want them to be tanned just yet. You can either go with thick hide or a rhino hide. Don't forget your fuel. And start the processing. You can leave these over here until later. I do need some more twine. Again, you can cook this. The fangs I'm usually keeping for later on in the game. I will need them for some farming. Okay, so you can just equip your sickle. Since there's not much light, I can use my torch. Fortunately, with the sickle and considering how many plants there are in this area, you can quickly get yourself plenty of plant fiber and then add it to tanning table, which will conveniently turn it for you into twine. Of course, if you don't want to add it there, you can just go into your inventory. The process is the same, it requires the same amount, 3 pieces of plant fiber. Oh, there we go. Now, if you want, you can save the bees for later. Unfortunately, I'm not doing it. The same comes with these insects. They can be used for fishing, but I'm still quite far away from that point. And I'll just leave the seeds over here for when I need more gruel. Yeah, so as you can see, depending on the quality of the meat, you've got the barrel flesh, which becomes shredded roast and it expires quite quickly. Then you've got the grilled steaks, take longer to expire, and the roasted haunch takes even longer to expire. More than that, they will satisfy your hunger in different measures. Basically, you will need to eat more of these in order to get the same hunger satiation that you would get from a roasted haunch. Okay, so let's see, we should have some of that leather. Now I need to craft a heavy padding. As you can see, it does require quite a lot of leather, so this is not ideal for me. I might as well check on the next steps. So next, I will need to craft some heavy armor. Now, in order to do so, I need to check what exactly it requires. Maybe I need to get something else ready. Okay, so I will need iron. And from the looks of it, I need a lot more. So while it's stunning, I might as well go after it. And I need some leather, which I already managed to get sorted out earlier. So, as I said, my choice when it comes to the area of the base and developing myself as this one, because it actually has plenty of iron deposits. My iron pick has full durability, so I can just quickly get it. So just to give you an example, there are some iron deposits over here, some are over here, some are over here along this area. And if you need a lot of them, I've already marked in the previous episode. I've got plenty of them over here. And since you have the bonus capacity from the armor set, you can actually get more, so that you won't have to farm it that often. Yeah, so these quantities might seem big at first, 100 or something like that, but they're basically nothing. When it comes to this area, if you're strong enough, there's some iron deposits over here. They are well guarded by the dogs of the desert, the NPCs that have their camps over here, so unfortunately I'm not ready for them. Most of them have much better weapons, so I would get turned into mincemeat. Of course, if you want, you can lure them in one by one, and with the proper tactics, you can beat them. But there's no point in doing so, because after all the purpose is to grow a little bit stronger, and then I can actually smash them. So I'm going to get some more coal and some stones as well. You will need the stones anyway, and the coal as well, because you do need those furnaces running. Okay, so I'm not exactly at full capacity yet. Might as well get some more stones. I can use them later. I can also get some extra bark. You just need to make sure if you're going on the weight meter of the red zone, just check your inventory. As you can see, I'm now at 95% of carrying capacity. If you're going too high, your movement will be very slow, or maybe none if you are carrying way too much. So again, I'm going to split this into 2 stacks. And now I have plenty of iron, at least for a short while. Now, sadly, this one is actually going kind of slow. Still, now I can craft my first padding, which is the requirement. And then I think I can actually craft my first piece of heavy armor. Let's see. Indeed I can, and I will go with the pauldron, because this one is actually offering the greatest armor value. Leave those over there. Okay, the next step is to actually wear that armor. As you can see, there is quite a huge difference, going from 59 in armor to 140. On the other hand, you are getting the same bonus, but the weight is kind of a lot bigger. I've got nearly 30 here and less than half over here. So depending on what you're doing, you might want to choose which one to wear. Just gonna take these pieces out. Yeah, so as you can see, it looks quite strongish. It's not necessarily the best. There are a couple of other armors you can craft. Sadly, most of them either require for you to unlock them or they are from DLCs, like I have these over here. This one, for example, will replace that carrying capacity bonus with strength damage, melee damage bonus. Okay, so this is going quite slow. So let's see, I actually completed the journey and I did get some reward. I got some advanced armor repair kits. And I had some normal armor repair kits from earlier. Basically, the better they are, the more they will repair when it comes to fixing your armor. So let's see what's next. Okay, so now that I have quite a good armor, I will need some better weapons as well. So my focus will be to go with the steelsmith journey. Now in order to do so, I will need a fireball. Getting the fireball is going to the survivalist tab, and you have the fireball over here. I might as well unlock this, the defender. Now, I am not a fan of using healing wraps, so I won't be unlocking that. Let's see what else is available. Yeah, so I will also unlock the dryer, the bonfire, and the fish traps. You can unlock this and you can start planting things, but I don't find it that useful just yet. You can even unlock the stables, animal pens. I will go with this one. I'm not really interested in the stables, but I will unlock them for later use. Also, there are some new weapons you can unlock. Again, I'm not really interested in those. When it comes to weapons, my aim is to get to this level 26, so I can start using damaging kits or tool upgrades, things like that, which are quite useful. As I said, there are some armor sets which you can unlock. These are special. Dafari sets you can actually get by defeating Dafaris. You'll find most of them over here in this area, among other things. Let's see what else there was. Yeah, the Cambodian. I haven't really seen anyone wear it. It's a medium set and one of the low resources and pretty decent set because it gives you strength damage or melee damage bonus is the Hyperborean Slaver set. As you can see, you will need to wait until level 20 and use 5 knowledge points for it. Still, that's quite decent when it comes to equipping your trolls, which is something that will have to be discussed later. Again, at level 26 you can also unlock this Apprentice Armor Smith, which allows you to craft armor plating. Basically you can reinforce your armor, make it even stronger. Okay, so let's see what exactly else I have over here. I might as well unlock the artisan table, I'm going to need it later anyway. Not much of a fan of this, so I'm not going to get them. This one I will need later though. Might as well unlock these. Because I will use them later. If you want, you can unlock these, but it's not necessary. This one can be useful and it doesn't cost you anything, so you can unlock them. Now, these are mainly decorations. I won't be bothered with them just yet. Okay, so now I need to actually access or place a fireball. Let me just get my construction hammer. Okay, so let's see. You will find it under alchemy, and also I've unlocked the alchemist bench. So, as you can see, you will need some twine and some iron bars for it. Fortunately, I already got some iron and some twines. And I can place one. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I will just pop it right here. Okay, so crafting tar in a tannery is the next step. So let's see. Now, when it comes to this, it's quite easy. I've been already doing it since I have been using it for a while now. So I'm just gonna take all that tar and move it in here. Now I will need some brimstone, as you can see. That's the next step in order to craft steel fire. You see steel fire over here. Requires tar and brimstone. Now, when it comes to brimstone, there are a couple of locations you can get it from. One of them would be here, which is quite far, and it is quite risky because these pools are full of toxic fumes. On the other hand, closer to the way I came in the beginning of the game, somewhere around here there's a cave, and it's close-ish. Well, it's nearly the same distance, to be fair. Only it's a bit more complicated and dangerous to get here compared to here. So I will be visiting that cave. Now, let's see. I will fix my pickaxe before I go. Because I want to be able to get as much as possible. I will not need my skinning knife, so I'll leave it here for the moment. I'll get myself some extra food. Because it is going to be a longish journey. Now, these I'm going to need later in order to get more armor. Let's see. Now remember, there it is. I will need one of these as well, just in case I will run out of water. Might as well fill it. Okay, so this is on full durability. I have water, I have food. I'll leave these over here. And another thing you want to make sure is that you have plenty of time left on the torch. If not, you can just get a spare one with you. This one is not good, so I'll just scrap it. You can always craft a new one from here. I need 5 pieces of plant fiber and 1 wood. So I really want to make sure that I have plenty of those, because I don't want to be left in the dark. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the hammer over here. I'll leave the sickle as well, plants as well. I might as well take my bow and arrows with me. They will be useful. Okay, so now, as I said, the journey is at this point. Fortunately for me, I kind of know the way, so it's easier for me to go there without getting into too much trouble. Still, if you find it hard, you can just run. As you can see, that crocodile left me alone. Now, basically, you need to go up here, avoid the summoning place by coming through here, then go down to here, and end up here. There are some hyenas on the way. If you want, you can get yourself some more experience. If not, you can just go past them. Yeah, so unfortunately, my stamina is going down quite fast. So I just need to stop from time to time. If you're going in a dangerous area, like it is here, for example, there's plenty of hyenas and you want to avoid them, you can just save it until you get next to them, and then you can start running. That will give you enough advantage. Okay, so as I said, over here is one of the biggest camps, the summoning place, and I've actually done something that I shouldn't have. I went out on a storm, sandstorm. Now, fortunately, I'm quite close to a safe area, so I'll just get myself there. When it comes to these, you need shelter. That's the best way to get to shelter. either build one or find a safe area. Otherwise you will start taking damage, and that's not something you want to do when you're on a long journey. Fortunately, it takes quite some time for the sandstorm to start second time. So basically it will affect this side of the map, somewhere around here, and inside the brown area, which is a little bit dangerous. But as you can see over here, I'm not affected by it. So I can just get some crocodiles killed, or no, it actually passed, so I can be back on my way. Sadly, I'm not 100% sure when they're happening. I think it's every half an hour or something like that. I wasn't aware when the last one happened, so I had no idea it's going to start now. So now I can actually resume my journey to get brimstone. If you have the necessary materials, you can quickly build yourself a shelter and wait inside of it. So I think there are some tents that you can build or find when looting from enemies. Again, you can use those to stay safe. And this way you don't have to go back like I did. For example, if there's an area like this one, there are some enemies around, but they won't come after you unless you get too close to them. So, as I said in the beginning, you should avoid this place. There's plenty of enemies there, so it might be a little bit risky. There are some ostriches over here if you need eggs and feathers. Also over here there's some rock noses. Usually until I get a steel weapon, I am avoiding them. They're not so difficult to deal with once you get a steel mace. So that actually smashes right through them. In fact, it's quite nice to use them as experience. Once you get the weapon, they will give you plenty of experience and level up faster, and they will be quite easy to defeat at that point. Okay, so as I said, I am on my way to the starting area, which is over here, the starting river, the Nube River. I don't have to go all the way out there, because now I am close to my destination, which is over here. So up here there will be some hyenas. You don't need to go there. You just need to stay on this side. Now this cave, if I remember well, is called Sinner's Refuge.
Attack!
And there will be some NPCs ready to attack you. Fortunately, you're wearing a good armor, or you have enough stamina, you can avoid them. Also, I do have a decent weapon, so I can quickly deal with them. Now, As you can see, you can even loot them for a couple of things, such as some wick aloe extract. Unfortunately, sometimes they disappear quickly. I'm not here for the loot. I'm here, yeah, it's called Sinner's Refuge. You can see it, it's right here on the map. It will be easier once you discover it to come back. Okay, so now, as you can see, there's normal rocks that build the walls of this cave, and there's also this light shaded rock, and this is what I'm here for, the brimstone. Now you will need quite a lot of them, and I only got 26 from this deposit. There's another one over here. This is why I needed the torches, why I made sure to have an extra torch just in case. Okay, there will be more enemies. As you can see, even with a piece of heavy armor and some medium armor, she can still deal some damage. On the other hand, she does have some thick hide over here, so that's nice. Let's see. Yeah, so you need to watch these walls carefully, because you never know when you can find the deposit. I actually have this. Usually my health doesn't go that low in this cave, because they are not so tough, but just in case it will help me. Okay, there's some more enemies over here. If you want, you can swap to bow and arrows. There's 2 of them over there, and I think 2 of them at the top over here. You can see some shadow over there. Now, fortunately, these guys are quite easy to defeat, even with arrows. As you can see, they have some things you can get. See, there was another one over here. Make sure not to fall, because you will take damage.
Yeah.
I just do this guy quickly. Okay, so this is a feature, fatality. Will give you some bonus after you perform it. Actually wanted to loot these guys. Let's see if they have anything interesting. Sadly they don't, but on the other hand there are plenty of brimstone deposits over here. Now, early in the game it's a bit annoying because you cannot harvest that much with the tools that you have at hand. So you might actually have to make some other trips after you get better tools. Just make sure to search everywhere. Unless you have a base here in the area. That's convenient. But in my case, since it's quite a longish travel, I prefer to get as much as possible. have a look. Maybe these guys have something interesting they don't. Okay, so there's another section of the cave over here. There's more enemies. In fact, this is where most of them are. Fortunately, just like before, they're easy to deal with. As you can see, some of them even have some special equipment, like leather work gloves. Sadly, they're not anything amazing. So again, you can find some weapons or arrows on them. Okay, now there's plenty of them. Oh, and that guy is strong. Let me quickly get some HP back. Okay, so this guy is actually a main boss we see. That's why he was so strong. He would have been useful, made as a trial. On the other hand, what's useful about him is that you can get his armor set, which is quite valuable. As you can see, this piece will give you some health. This one will give your followers, once you get them, some damage. Or it can actually allow you to knock down others. Same goes for the other pieces. This one will give you agility bonus, basically when you're using bows. So yeah, he was a little bit difficult to defeat. Or better said, he could have killed me if I wasn't running away. This is why I said it's important to actually know when to run away. Okay, so there should be a couple more deposits over here. This was my main goal, the brimstone. But getting that armor set was also a decent bonus. Because later on, when I will start going after followers, that bonus will be decent. Even though it is quite risky, since it's a light armor set. So again, have a look around, make sure you have a torch. I still have 23% capacity left, so I can actually harvest more. Now, if you do have a follower, which is someone that will follow you around, whether it is an animal